don't give a fuck if they don't listen. This is my journey, my campaign, my story. But I promise you this, if they do listen, they gon' feel me.
Perfect.
It's my campaign, let me in. Start of a new era, I do it for my generation. Give a round of applause for the newest entry. Write my name on the ballot, about to make history. On enemies or friendly, some saying they fuck with me. Most watching from the side, in they eyes, they envy me. Don't let that shit get to me. None of y'all niggas know me. Gotta make it out the bucket before the crabs get me.
Okay, so basically my little question for you, just to start like a little icebreaker before people join us tonight. And I'm gonna send it to a few people. They can join in the conversation. So my first question is an icebreaker. What's the first thing that you notice about a woman?
How attractive she is. That's if I'm attracted to her or not. That's the first thing I notice. Any facial features that might turn me on about her, or something like maybe she got nice lips, she got a nice smile, her hair on point or something. That'd be the first thing that affects me. Or probably body too.
Body, yada yada.
Not like Megan Thee Stallion, but you know what I mean. I might look at the body like, she come fit, her body looking right. She work out or something. She got the nice.
Okay, let me add one more person. Let me send it to them. They probably wanted to listen tonight. Let's see if they even join. So go ahead. It's all you. I want to know that for as women, because it's so much going on with Black love and all that kind of stuff.
But what do you think men notice when they look at a woman? What is the first thing you?
For men, I think it's attraction. That's the first thing they notice. Either like how you carry yourself, what she got on, her smile, what kind of messages she, centering around the room. Like if you at a bar, meeting, whatever, you're gonna look at her what she got on. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I think women do the same thing too, in a sense. But the thing is, as it progresses, it's about what comes out his mouth.
So you're saying women, the first thing they see in a man is how attracted they are to him?
I would say too. Like I'm not gonna, for me personally, that I say it's
personally.
Huh?
Talk about you personally.
For me personally, it's nothing about looks for me. If I'm attracted to you, I can be attracted to you with your ambition. Or say if like we were at like a
This is before you start talking to them.
Yeah. Like if they just walking in the room, I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
It's his swag, the way he walked into the room, you know what I'm saying? The way he commanded the room. If he got my attention, then you must be doing something right, But of course, his attraction is the first thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true. Like people that say like it's not about the looks and stuff like that, that's bullshit.
I can agree to disagree.
Why?
Only if for example, if like we were in college, for example, and we're at a event, and I feel like ambition is the main thing that I am attracted to. Like your drive, your effort. That's what I like. I dated a guy that was.
But you don't see ambition. You don't see ambition until you start getting to know that person.
Well, I knew them from school. I knew them from school. I knew how they carried themselves around the campus. I didn't know them personally. You know what I'm saying? Like I know of you.
So how do you judge ambition within like the, I guess, first minute of a conversation, or like when you first having a conversation with them?
Now, when it's a conversation, I'm gonna ask you some things about yourself. Like, what do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? Or what are you studying? Like we're in college, what are you studying? Like that, and what you want to do with that? I think that will take a toll on things. I
definitely do the same with women. I don't know why I can't see the comments on here. So if you see something, you let me know.
Oh, you can't see? One person said, a guy said, her pretty cute eyes. I like her hair. She got to be thick for me. And then Meg the Beauty says, I would say attraction and looks first because you don't know them yet. Which
I agree with all that.
Yeah.
Like I just still, like you said, you agree to disagree about the whole looks, but that's
I agree 100%. I just said for me personally, it's not about looks for me. But I agree with you. Most definitely, I most definitely agree with you.
Now, for me, it's about looks, and it's about the ambition and having the drive and having something going on for yourself too. I gotta be attracted to you. Like, I mean, I do have to physically be attracted to you, or I just will probably friendzone you. So
yeah, that's true. No, but see, I've done that where I dated a guy that I wasn't attracted to him entirely, but like I said, his once I got to know him from through school, how he helped me all the time, his ambition, and got me. But
So
as far as looks,
grew to attract him, be
yeah,
attracted.
it was the ambition part of like how he treated me, how he respected me and stuff like that. But I've done that, and I don't know if I won't think I would do it again.
So you friend zoned this guy at first?
No, we was friends. When I first met, we was friends because I was dating someone else. Okay. And then after that, we got to know each other, and we actually started dating. So, but it just didn't work because of
So, just because you wasn't really physically attracted to him, that was really the biggest factor on why y'all didn't work?
Oh no, had nothing to do with that.
Oh, so okay.
No, he was mama's boy. Let me just say that. We're gonna leave it there. He was a mama's boy. Let's just leave it there.
Oh, okay. Now you're gonna have to elaborate one day. Maybe not on this
I've done it before. People that know me know that story.
Mama's boy. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. What's a mama's boy? What kind of traits does a man have?
I think it's a pros and cons to be a mama's boy. It's not about like, my thing is respecting your mother, treating a woman right. Mm-hmm. But when you're dating or marrying someone, whatever, you gotta uncling to your parents. You gotta move, detach a little bit. Not saying that your parent don't have a say so in certain things that you do, but if you are dating somebody, it shouldn't be all about your parents and what they have to say. They shouldn't determine everything in your life. So
was this guy's parents kind of like having bad like perceptions of you? They were like, don't date her, I don't like her, or
okay, let's get your mom. So for example, when I first, the root of the story is the father loved me and the mother did not. In the beginning, she did, as me being his friend. Once we started dating, she didn't like me because, number one, he didn't tell her nothing about me. He would only tell his father. So she was blindsided. Okay. Then I was older.
Older than him?
He was.
How many?
Dang, Stanley.
I gotta know details.
He was like 2-3 years younger than me.
3 years younger than you?
Yes.
You sound like you was ashamed to say that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 3 years? What?
Yes. And then I had graduated and moved, but we were a little like fake long distance because it wasn't that far. Okay. And she just felt like I was a little more mature than him. And yeah. And then it was, y'all, it's a crazy story. And that, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I can do that a YouTube video about it in the future.
You should. You should.
I think I can, because it's crazy. I got the mama, we had to get into it with each other, and I was so respectful. She went there. Yeah. Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, this was definitely a wonderful icebreaker. I guess it's time to go ahead and get into the main topic.
Into it, improving Black love. Let's talk about it.
So, my question to you is, what are some of the downfalls or like negative things with us in our culture, and what are the problems in our relationship, Black people in our relationship culture, us finding love and us building relationships together?
Now I'm gonna steal this from Kiera's because we was just talking about this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say number one is knowing your role, like knowing your role as a woman and knowing your role as a man, and not letting them intertwine.
Okay.
I feel like, go ahead.
My response to that is, the gender roles in the relationships have changed in today's time. I understand that back then, probably our parents' generation or our grandparents' generations, their idea of relationships and the roles that play in a relationship are really completely different now. Mm-hmm. So what roles do you expect the man and the Black man and the Black woman to play in the relationship?
I feel like a lot of things that was back in the day should still remain because it worked. We look at a lot of old couples, and the question is, why don't Black love last as long as it used to? And they talk about the differences. However, of course, we got the new technology and all this kind of new age stuff, but a lot of things made sense back in the day, as in a woman being submissive, a man being the provider. Like it's too much trying to be one or the other. It's too many back and forth. Like I have to be the man.
Oh, you think the roles are flipped?
Yeah, it's going back and forth. Like sometimes the woman have to be the man. Like you do not have to be a man. Like We ain't about to get into that because these girls is too much.
So for the people that's watching, they're trying to understand the ideology between the black man and the black woman. So
yeah,
just saying the roles are switched. Be more elaborate on that. Like
I would say the roles are switched as far as like women. Like I literally was watching this video, so I'm gonna take some of her words.
Okay.
Like how women feel like they can't be submissive to a man. They feel like being submissive is negative. And a lot of women back in the day done that and it worked for them. Now, I'm not saying it worked for every couple back in the day, but being submissive is a great start. A couple weeks ago on live with Kiers and her husband.
What are some traits of a submissive woman?
Hold on. Somebody said it's more than that. Women have to step up because men aren't stepping up. That's what her opinion. Somebody said, were they happy back then or were they dealing with what they had? I just literally said that. Now, I'm not saying that we're not talking about the outcome of back in the day love and if somebody cheated or he was in a juke joint. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the submissive part of respecting a man.
Yes.
Respecting a man. That's what we're talking about.
So basically, are you saying a lot of women don't respect men nowadays?
A lot of women don't. And I feel a lot of women don't because they feel like they have to do more than they have to do. And I feel like if you feel like you have to do more and get out of content of being a woman, you need to stop dealing with that man.
Okay.
Don't allow yourself to have to pull teeth in order to succeed in a relationship.
Okay, I can agree with that. So, but give me some like different examples as far as like submissive ways that women, because I know respect. You said respect.
Respect. That's number one. Respect. Boundaries. Knowing certain things that you should say or how to say. I feel like right now I'm learning my marriage counseling class, learning the difference between a complaint and a criticism. A complaint is not negative. A criticism is. If I'm dating a guy that don't make time for me, for example, and I say, A
complaint is not negative, but criticism
is not. Yeah, criticism. You're criticizing somebody's character.
I'm sorry.
A complaint. If you look a complaint, okay, say if like I say, me and you're dating, and I'm like, hey, babe, I feel like you don't, include me in your schedule enough. That's like I'm complaining. I'm complaining, but it's not in a negative way. Versus me saying, you don't make time for me. You always with your boys. Can you please make some time? You're criticizing. It's like it's negative. Yeah, so it's negative. I
thought that was complaining too.
It's not because it's coming with a solution. If you have a problem, ladies, find a solution. Move around then. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that. But it's not a complaint, and it's also in your deliverance, and it's also in your tone. That can take you a long way. I can literally say, Stanley, I'm really sick and tired of you coming home at 2 p.m. and like that. Versus, hey, baby, I feel like you're not coming home at a decent time. And it's a different deliverance.
The way you said it the second time will be received better.
Like, for example, I'm very like, I'm loud, so you know what I'm saying? And my little friend, I'd be like, what? Like, when I can't hear, I'm like, what? For him, that's disrespectful. For me, I just can't hear your ass. But if your spouse or your partner doesn't like something, you can't say the whole like, oh, that's just how I am, and that's no.
That shit. I hate that shit. You
gotta adjust to it.
You gotta deal with this, or you can't fuck with me, or I was like,
yeah. Like, and then when he said that, I said, oh well.
I need a to handle me. That shit right there throws me off. Like,
now I want a man that can handle me, but in a respectful way. Like, for example, when he said that, I said, wait, what? When I said what, I'm like, okay, when I say what, it just mean I couldn't hear you. He said, well, there's other words that you could use. And I said, yeah, I could have said something like, well, can you repeat that? Or something in a sense. And I said, well, let's work on that, because that's something that I'm just naturally say. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? I naturally say that. And we had a simple conversation. Then we communicated that, and then we moved forward.
Okay, back to the whole when women say, I need a man that can handle me. What does that actually mean? Because how I perceive it is like, take me as I am, flaws and all, and I don't need to improve. And if you don't like that, oh well, keep it stepping. It's gonna be another nigga that's willing to accept that.
No. Number one, that does not mean that.
And only animals get handled.
Number two, that does not mean that.
And
number three, that does not mean that. When a woman says, when a real woman says, handle me, I want a man that can handle me. I want a man that can understand. When I say handle me, I want a man that can handle my personality. I want a man that can handle my character. I want a man that can handle the fact that I'm not the typical average.
Even if the character is flawed and needs some improvement, you still want that man to.
That's not that handle me is not negative. It's when a woman says I want a man that can handle me, it's not negative. It means like I want a man that can understand me. I want a man that can take me out of my element. I want a man that can understand who I am. Can you handle my personality? Can you handle that you won't feel like a small person compared to my big personality?
Doing too much.
Huh?
Or like you're doing too much.
I feel like people need to stop thinking everything has to be negative. Like I said, submissive is not negative. Say a woman saying, "Can you handle me?" That's not negative. Cause she probably know what the hell she probably know she too fucking much. I know I'm too much. Can you handle? Are you ready?
Why do you think you're too much though?
Oh, I have a big person. I have a big personality. You have to realize there's a lot of people, a lot of men that are not secure with themselves to handle somebody that's secure with themselves.
Okay, well, that goes on both ends. Like you shouldn't be.
Well, you asked me a question about me. I'm talking about me.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so the comments. Let's talk about the comments. So they said that they laughing at you. Only animals can get handled. One girl said no. That means her ambition, her drive, her intelligence, her personality. Yes, and then she said an alpha female. Meg the Beauty said it doesn't totally have anything to do with a woman's attitude. It's more than that. Monet Music says understand and talk to me in a way that helps me grow. Correct me without being negative. Yeah, I handle me. Who gonna handle me? Like handle me. I want somebody to handle me. And you have a woman that maybe she knows she's stern. She knows she's aggressive, and she want a man that can handle her to make her be more feminine. I want if my husband
I don't think it's
to handle me.
To make
wait and say, baby, sit your ass down.
But listen. I don't think it's a man's responsibility to make a woman more feminine. That's all on the woman and her nature.
No, give me an open space to be feminine. Allow me to be feminine. Not allowing, like giving me permission to, but allow that comfortability and that vulnerability. No, that vulnerability.
Relationship feminine, though.
No.
It what if the shoe was on the other foot? You wouldn't expect. You should expect me to become masculine to the relationship. You shouldn't.
No,
give me your space to be masculine. Like I can't be with you unless you give me a space to be masculine. Like I should already be masculine.
No. That's really true. If I'm dating you, and I'm not allowing you to be a man, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a problem with that. I'm not allowing you to be the head. I'm taking initiative all the time. I'm controlling. I'm not allowing you to be a man. Now, if I have to make decisions as a woman every single time, I don't want to do that. I want to be feminine. I want to be in that feminine, vulnerable capability that I want to be in as a woman to be there for you.
Okay.
A woman. I want to be. I want to be able to, as a woman, I want to be able to get in the car, put on my seatbelt, and be that passenger driver in my husband's life. We are equal. We're right on side of each other, but I'm in the passenger seat. He's in control. He's driving. But when he needs that extra little GPS, I'm right there in that front seat with him. I'm not in the back seat. I'm right on side of him. Okay. That's what you want. Allow him to be masculine and allow her to be feminine. Open that space. We talked about this last week. The other week on that live. He talked about that. Like if a man can't be masculine, it's hard. Like you can't.
Okay, so what are some masculine? Okay, from your perspective, what are some?
Hold on. Look at Eric. Eric said, "Handle me has different definitions." Somebody said, "Preach, be able to relax and let the man lead." Yes. Okay, let's go. What you said?
Now I lost my train of thought with that. Go ahead. I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me.
You said how about being a masculine man, like how?
Okay. perspective, what are some masculine traits that that you like in a man that will
That
allow
me personally.
that allow you to be feminine? Like, what does a man have to do in order to make you feel like you can be submissive and feminine around him?
Number one, in order for me to be submissive, you have to be my man. I am not submissive to a man that's not my man. Not my the guy I'm talking to. No, my man, my boyfriend, for example, will get signs of he's not gonna get all the submissive 1-2 step because you're not my husband. But as my boyfriend, as my fiance, you're gonna see traits of my submission. However,
And shouldn't you be submissive from the start, though?
no. Wait, every woman should not show submission to every man she's dealing with. There's going to be a certain man that's going to bring that out of you. I should not be, every time a dude say, hey, Laurencia, submissive? No.
I mean, I didn't mean it like that, but if y'all been dating and stuff
we're boyfriend and girlfriend. He will get signs of my submission. He's not going to get 100% because you're not my husband.
Okay.
But as my boyfriend, you will get the boyfriend submission, the role. That's it.
Dating to marry, so
all the girls in the comments preach, hey Simba, hell no. Every man doesn't deserve to see that side of you. Every man doesn't deserve to see that side of a woman. Exactly. Now, as far as me being submissive, my thing for me to be submissive to him is for him to have good intentions for me and good intentions for us. When he has his head on strong for himself as an individual and knowing where he wants to go through in life, I can follow him because he knows where he wants to go to for himself. Now that means if he has a plan for me and him, or we can go somewhere, then I will, okay, you know what I'm saying? Lead. Now, a man that's masculine is a leader. A man that masculine also is an emotionally available man. He's a communicator. He's an ambitious man. He's a goal-driven man. He's understanding and he knows how to communicate. He knows how to be affectionate. He knows is a long list of a masculine man, an alpha man. I ain't gonna say he got it all together, but he got traits and signs. I'm not submitted to nobody, to not my husband. I think a woman gotta earn the submission of a woman. I think a man gotta earn it, period. But as a masculine trait that warrants a submission for me is a man that can teach me something, be loyal, and show me genuine intentions. Monet says, yes, emotionally available. Florencia killing it right now. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just, yeah. What's the difference? Oh, wait, we got a question.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, go ahead. What's the difference?
What's the difference with different benefits of submitting to your man as a girlfriend and submitting as a wife? As a wife, you are equal. You know, the only thing that can mess up this union is divorce. A piece of paper. Divorce. Girlfriend and boyfriend, what you got to do? Text me and break up with me? Call me and break up with me? It's we girlfriend and boyfriend. I'm not gonna show you all everything. I'm not gonna be in there cooking in the house with you, folding your laundry, having sex with you when you want me to. There's a different level to girlfriend and boyfriend and marriage.
Those traits that you just named, qualities of feminine women back then, right? Yeah. And y'all want that traditional type of relationship.
But they were married. I'm talking about back then when people were married.
Even if you're married today.
You got married. Well, as a wife, you are to be submissive to your husband. So and a man should be submissive to his wife.
So once the man makes you the wife, you're gonna fold the clothes, you're gonna cook, all that.
It depends on what the two union have decided. It's not. That thing is, I feel like people need to realize that it's y'all two. It's not. It's me and you.
Yeah.
It's not Eric and Megan and it's what we have. If we decide, hey, baby, we are married. This is your role in the house. This is my role in the house. It works for us. Let's do it.
I agree with that.
If we marry and I am the 9-to-5 chick and you get out at 2 and we decided, baby, you got the dinner tonight. When I come in, I'm going to clean around you.
What about you, the 9-to-5 chick, and he the house husband? Can that fly?
That's fine with me. It's what is he doing in the house? Or are you taking a load off of me when I come in the door? Or are you just sitting home playing the 2K?
But some people will say a house husband is not masculine.
That ain't nothing wrong with that. If he could find a way, if he just in the house not working. Now that won't fly with me. I want my husband to be some type of entrepreneur or something. You got some streams of income coming. You helping me out now. Now if you just sit on your behind and you want to clean around the house, that's your business. That don't work for me. But these comments, child, hold on. You want to read these comments or no? No.
Yeah, read the comments. Read the comments.
She said a leader, a protector, communicate. Monet Music said know how to listen to understand and not just to respond. Submission is not automatic. You have to ask your significant other to submit. You're probably not worth submitting to. Come on now. Monet, I can say the same for women, to be honest. Generals don't determine that. Yeah, that's fine. It depends on what he's doing, period. We're talking about this man being a house husband. That is true. People have to do what works for them. Non-traditional men, the man's traditional woman will make that. Come on. Non-traditional men, the man traditional women.
I agree with that. They like men definitely need to understand the times we're living in and stuff like that, and they need to adjust accordingly. So I do agree with that. You can't be a 50-50 man and then want the woman to be all submissive, always in the house cooking and stuff like that. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and earlier you asked about how things work. I feel like a lot of things will work better if we get out of our head so much and stop thinking everything is negative. And honestly, if we mind our business, I feel like if me and you, like, it's so much opinions on social media with anything, and it's annoying. And I don't know if my friend is, I don't know if she's in here for tomorrow, but I don't say it anyways. But like, for example, there's a question that was given to us for tomorrow's live with they're a married couple. Mm-hmm. And the question was, we see that you pour into your husband, but how do he pour into you? Because he's not on social media. Why does social media have to have so much impact on some people's lives? Some people live around this. Like, I do it for my entertainment, my content, but I don't live and breathe the opinions of other people.
But people do. People take
it's sad
on social media, not knowing that these are opinions of other people, and they take that to heart, and that shit is frustrating. Like
it is. I feel like if me and you work, like if me and you work today, that is our business. That's it. Now we can have accountability as a married couple, as our mentors, our pastor, our family, but that's y'all business. And I feel like people don't realize that. Get out of business, period. Just because you don't see something doesn't mean that it's not happening. That is true. So I feel like people just need to mind their business. I think the world would be a better place.
I think society and the way we agree to how we view relationships is kind of like fucked up people's personally how they want to conduct their relationships, because you can have friends that are married, and then you ask them certain questions about how you do it and how do y'all stay, from the outside looking in, y'all look good. How I want that. So tell me how I can get that, but they can't tell me how to operate a marriage from their marriage because they're different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can only give you sound advice that works for them based on their experience. However, it's a possibility that may not work for you. For example, when you think about love, you also think about your raising, you think about your childhood, you think about your parents, you think about a lot of things go into play of a relationship. If they can give you advice, but if it don't work, it just don't work for you. You know, there's nothing wrong with getting advice from people. Yeah. Somebody says, I've had a man say that his mom serves his dad and works and does everything for him. He expects that too, but I feel like in a relationship, the roles should be customized in two different people. Now, if I would date a guy that he said, well, my mom, like I love basketball, when my dad dropped my mom, wait, just because your mother and your father had, yes, we could talk about certain things and we could talk about our roles that we're going to play a part of, but just because it works for Jenny and Craig, I mean, a specific thing, not the basics of chivalry. A specific thing work for them, it may not work for you. It may not.
You know, everything you're saying, I agree with.
Yeah.
And that's reality. But then what I be seeing online, because I follow a lot of women on my social media networks and stuff like that, and I see that the typical, like, this is how the man should be, and if that's not how he should be, then he ain't a man.
Child, let me tell you about these little girls. Today, I'm mad at the little girls. The little girls are annoying. These little girls, and that's the thing is, with y'all men, leave these little girls alone.
But these people, no, it be grown ass women.
No, I'm not talking about age.
Oh, okay.
Little girls in their heart, little broken girls that got daddy issues still, trauma, need healing. Leave the little girls alone. And women do it all the time too. We allow and keep dating a guy knowing is no direction. Men do the same thing too. Yeah. Stop dating women that you have that you see yourself not even marrying.
That you're just lusting.
Lusting. Pretty face ain't nothing. It can be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, the little girls are annoying. Y'all complain about everything. If he don't call you, you complain. If he call you too much, you complain. If he texts you a long message, you complain. If he texts you tomorrow, you complain. He got a small penis, you complain. He got a big one, you complain. Girl, shut up. Ooh,
he too rough, you complain.
He what?
He too rough, you complain.
He ain't doing nothing.
He ain't
first
talk.
of all, that's why we say, like, I believe it's okay to multi-date as far as true intentions, but that's why we're not supposed to be exposed to so many different partners and so many different bodies. We wasn't designed for that, to be hunching this man. You ain't supposed to know. You doing all these moves for?
Men might been created for that though.
Hey, now no, they not.
What?
No, we ain't getting into that. We ain't getting. The Bible didn't say for men to go hunch and find a wife. They didn't even say that.
The Bible, men had multiple wives, so I mean.
Child, we're not getting into that.
Okay, so
if the food wasn't expensive enough, complain. Yes, girl, if the food was, baby, okay, they say if the food was cheap, it ain't enough money. She complaining.
Oh my God! All that here to be.
It's sad. Like, it's a Facebook group. It's Black Single Degree, and at first it was like a matchmaking thing. Now it's ended up being discussions, and these girls be complaining about the simplest things. This girl was complaining about a guy that he was late for the date. The food was nasty, but he enjoyed it. She was mad that he enjoyed it and she didn't. She was mad that he was late, but didn't say that, oh, he was late because he was getting an oil change and it took him time and he lived on the outskirts of the city. Like, when you complain, I mean, like, read every sentence in your head out loud to yourself before you post on social media these bull stories. Like, and
we gotta be perfect in y'all eyes. That's all I receive.
That's the little girls. You gotta identify the little girls. Like, I can identify the little boys.
Yeah, you're right.
She said multiple wives isn't the principle of what God established. This group is a mess. The guy gave her 150 because she didn't eat, and the fact that she was like, exactly. But those men couldn't afford / take care of his wives. Men live off their girlfriends and have to never cheat. The whole audacity. Yes, too picky is a thing. We women can have high standards, but there is such thing as overdoing it. Now, I'm not saying like men. There are some picky men that would not date a girl if she ain't got a fat booty. Would not date a girl if she don't wear her natural. There are some picky men.
Well,
and there are some picky women.
Boy, that's a little boy.
What? Yeah. That's what I say. You gotta identify the little boys, because a grown man don't matter. I mean, this guy be hyping me up by my little booty. You know what I'm saying? I got a stomach. He was hyped this stomach up.
If we really like you for your intelligence and your personality and stuff like that, the physical stuff is like probably the last attribute we're gonna be looking at, because we like your vibe. We like being around you. We learn from you. We are motivated by you, inspired by you. So yeah, like that's boy.
Like, that's what you gotta identify what is a real man and a real woman.
Us boys, we all go through that phase too. Like, I've been through that where
it's not even about looks for me. It's really not. Now me, I be scared to find men. Like, when I say fine men, like he fine, I feel like a fine man probably gonna beat my ass.
Oh, you can't be.
A fine man may cheat on me. Like, the fine man, I be like, oh, like my friend told me, what you gonna do with this man? I'm like, girl, I don't know, girl. He fine. Like, I be like, damn, that he.
What? Well, I don't get it. What is it about the fine? The
child, they be tempting to touch. Child, they be tempting to touch. They be tempting. You know what I'm saying? Shit, fine man make you do crazy things, so you gotta be careful.
I mean, I guess
like a fine woman, just like a fine woman, she got it. You gonna give her your check. You know what I'm saying? Some crazy people do some crazy things for looks.
Gonna give a simp will. Not this nigga. I'm a budget.
I'm scared to find me. But what's the next question?
So what you think is the main disconnect between us and finding
men and women?
Black men and black women specifically?
I think the disconnect is, I think we date people that we're not equally yoked to. I feel like we entertain people that we have no business entertaining. I feel like we expose ourselves to so many different booze, bays, and and you didn't even need to go through all of them ducklings. I feel like when you date potential, you messing up yourself. I feel like when you target that red flag for yourself, let it go. Expectations too. Expectations will create disappointment.
I feel like those bad experiences from when you first started getting into dating kind of fucks up your perception of everybody else.
And I feel like it shouldn't be that. I'm not Sally that cheated on you in college. Mm-hmm. That's not who I am. But my thing is that that means you need time to heal. And some female, then this is the disconnect is when I continue to date you. When I know you're not ready for me, I'm continuing to date you. I allow myself to continue to date you, knowing that you don't have no intentions for us to proceed. I feel like when you know your non-negotiables, you know your deal breakers, you know what you won't tolerate, and you know your work, you will date better. And when somebody come at you, and if you got 5 things on your list, and you meet a guy and he got 3 of them, what you doing? Why are you talking to him still?
I mean, that's 3 out of 5. What percentage is that?
These are your non-negotiables. You said it was your non-negotiables. I didn't write them down for you. You wrote down 5. If I said my 5 are this, and this, and that, and I meet a guy and he 2, if he got 1, now it got depends on which one it is.
That's what I'm saying. You might have to
but that's you said it was your non-negotiable. Non-negotiable.
You have non-negotiables, but you keep running to dudes that meet 2 or 3.
Because you need to figure out something because you keep targeting the same type of men. What are you putting yourself in position of? Where are you meeting these men at? How are they approaching you? Did you think about that? You meeting the same type of men? Something wrong. You meet the same type of women? Something wrong.
It might just be her as a person. She's just not on the same level as she thinks she should be dating.
And you continue to date her. That's why I said it's okay to ask certain questions in the beginning before you proceed. Mm. You can ask these hard questions. Okay, so my first question is, what are you looking for? If he's not looking for what I need or what I'm looking for, we will not proceed.
Understand.
If I say, what are your intentions? If his intentions doesn't line with the intentions that I want for my life and my relationship, I would not proceed. It's that simple. But people want to, he said he looking for a vibe. Are you looking for a vibe? Or are you looking for a relationship?
Gotcha.
Now, some people can say, I'm looking for a relationship, and then y'all don't interview one. That's fine. If you authentic in the beginning, be real with that person, that's y'all business. If it didn't work out to be a relationship, it didn't work out to be a relationship. It's okay. You heal from it and move on.
Read the comments.
Women do not settle, date better. If he's not looking for what I'm looking for, it's a no for me. Jay says, that's it and that's all. Mm-hmm. Dating the potential is another thing that she said is a disconnect too.
Well, my response to as far as like what I think is one of the big factors in the disconnect between us black people in our relationship, you said it earlier, it's trauma. I think that's the biggest thing because I know personally I've never seen any good examples in my family of love. I got too many.
But that's not trauma.
What is that?
That's just that you just never seen love. So, but trauma is like your personal experience. Like somebody can be traumatized from things that they've seen as a child.
Yeah.
Like if you seen okay.
I see how my uncles and them got all these different baby daddies that cheated and abusing.
Okay. So okay.
I'm like, y'all supposed to say y'all love each other, but y'all do these things to each other. So I don't think love is real. So this is just how I'm taking it in, going early into my dating experiences and stuff like that. Because of like my mom, I've never seen my mom married. I've never seen my mom have a man around that actually was a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even today. So I see all this, and then we got the whole society teaching us this is how you're supposed to be and stuff like that. It makes you want to give up on like dating and love because it's just like that shit ain't real. It's like a fleeting. It's like one of those fantasies. And this is
okay, somebody said Black girls and Black boys are raised to view love and relationships differently. Now, I can agree to your example as far as you never seen that experience. However, like I said, trauma is like like a death, like that, like or if you seen your father abuse your mother, or you seen like that could be trauma. That's trauma.
My dad,
you know what I'm saying?
Dad went to prison.
But I do.
So yeah, I have. My dad went to prison for beating on my mom, so I have seen.
Yeah, so that's your trauma. So that's your trauma. And as a man now, it's hard for you to identify what love is because you've never seen it.
Yeah.
As Black women and Black people, they go back to the slavery part. Black men were removed from their households, for example. And then growing up, we only see love movies. We only see love movies, and we don't have that many real love movies. We have like the movies where they are singing group and then they cheat on their wife the whole time on the road. We don't have like the real love story where it was a real love. We don't have that in our community, and not that many movies that just real.
Yeah, we don't have patient. So I feel like that's a factor on as far as how we perceive how we should be in relationships.
I got a question for the people in the comments. Drop a movie that has a real love to you. I mean, they didn't love, they didn't cheat, they didn't none. I want a movie in our Black cinema. Give me one movie that you know that has a real love story that's all the way through, no chaos. But I do agree with you. A lot of people didn't see that. A lot of people have seen it. A lot of people haven't. Now I feel like, and when you date somebody that's not equally yoked to you, that can come up later on too as well. But I agree. Me personally, when my mom and my dad was married, they got divorced when I was like 7. My father went to jail doing some love and basketball. No. Sylvia's love? No, she cheated on her fiance. Stop it. She cheated on her fiance and cheated on him. No. Love and basketball?
Love and basketball?
No. That's not it.
No.
Your daddy was cheating on the mama. Give me one more. Okay. Shit. We love Mia Lance and love and basketball, but she was with his best friend. Like
we can't tell a Black love story without having Black trauma. So
I said that movie was horrible. Most of our Black love movies involve drama, chaos. But my thing is, I was telling my sister the other day, love, the action to love should be easy. Now, the drama of it and the chaos of it is, I feel like, me personally, is when you decide to say, okay, are you ready for a relationship? We ready? Let's do this. Now, that's when it comes to we're married, and then like we have to figure out what a kid's going to school. We got to figure out job opportunities. The photograph was a good one for Issa Rae and the guy, but not for them back in the day. Not for them back in the day story. Yeah. But I got you, Monet Music. Katrina, I got you on that one. But dang, I feel like that's when the difficulty should come, when it comes to like figuring out those situations. Where we moving to, where we gonna work, like that. I feel like the action to love, and I feel like people are not authentic when it comes to love because people are scared to get hurt.
Yeah.
And it's like you never really can like find somebody. It's hard to find somebody that won't love as bad as you. Meaning like it's always the bad and a good. It's never too good. When I ain't gonna say never, because I know too good. I know some couples some popping couples. I know some good popping couples. Maybe I should do a Black love segment. Maybe. You know, because I have one couple Friday. We're going live at 12 with a Black love couple. HBCU love, okay?
Okay.
But honestly, I just feel like it's just. I feel like you gotta find somebody that's equal with you. They want the same thing as with you. It doesn't have to be a struggle. It doesn't have to be confusion. It doesn't have to be chaotic. I'm not saying give up on your partner, but when it's something that's toxic, when it's something that's, you go around this person, you feel so heavy in your heart, your spirit is shifted. You just leave it alone. What are you doing? When you know what you deserve, you're gonna date better. When you know your worth, you're gonna date better. Stop playing with these little girls and these little boys. Just let it go. Like, and when you get in position, in the right position, and trauma, healing from that trauma, get in position for love, it's gonna come to you. But God probably say you're not ready, baby. We got 13 minutes.
Why she say black love equals struggle love? Girl, wonder.
Because it's basically always drama when it comes to like, we talking about from the movie's perspective too. It's always drama, like, or whatever. Shoot, Coming to America wasn't too bad. Like, that wasn't too bad. Oh Lord, but yeah.
So you think love is supposed to be hard?
No.
I don't think so either. But why is it so hard? Like,
because I feel like people don't know what they want sometimes. I feel like you don't know what you want. I feel like people be lying.
Do you think some of their wants is unrealistic?
Yes. Oh yes. Yes. Like where if we were able to build a man, I think people would still build the wrong man for them. You think you want this, you think you want that, and that's not what you need. Sometimes we don't even know what we need. Only person we really need is God. Like God know internally, like He designed you. He know what you need. But I feel like I be making it hard because people put this representative up for so long. You're not ready to be in a relationship, but you want to date. You're not ready to be in a relationship, but you want to have sex with the girls. You're not ready for a relationship, but you want to play with somebody's love language. And what?
Hold on. What's wrong with the first two things you said, though?
Why, if you're not ready for a relationship, why are you dating? Why are you going on dates with people?
Dating to entertain. You
don't. That's playing with somebody's emotions. Now, if you say, now let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this real quick.
Not if y'all both on the same page.
For example, that's what I'm about to say. For example, me and you, right now, we're gonna say, I'm looking for a relationship, and I mean, like, when that time comes, I'm ready. You are not. Now, in my heart, my desire, I'm not saying I want it immediately, but I want it. If you do not want it no time soon, why am I dating you? I don't need entertainment that much. I can go to the cinema and be entertained.
But you
can't
be.
But you won't get to find somebody else that's willing to be played and toyed with until they're ready to with you. Find somebody that want to vibe with you. Find somebody that have intentions with you.
But isn't that still considered dating? If y'all just vibing or talking, you know what I mean? That's still considered dating. It's just different aspects to it or different levels to it.
No. That's not it. If I'm ready for a relationship, I'm not about to date you that's not ready. I'm playing with my own feelings. I'm playing with my own emotions.
But
to deal with somebody that's not ready for me.
But what if the guy wants a relationship, but he wants to?
He don't want me. You don't want me. No, you don't. No.
Yeah.
No, you. Well, step up and get ready. What's the purpose of me? You say you ready. You might be ready in like 6-7 months. So you mean to tell me during this time of you dating other people and talking, entertaining, I may meet John, and you really wanted me? John may be ready tomorrow, and you lost me.
But that's the name of the game, though.
No, because that means you didn't want me. You are willing. A man that wants a woman is not going to let another man take an opportunity to take her. If you got your target, Stanley, you got your eye on the target, and the target is me, you're going to get ready for me. If he's not getting ready for you, sister, he don't want you. Hey, baby, honestly, I really want this to go somewhere. I'm not ready.
I disagree.
To be in a relationship, but I'm doing the necessary steps to take to be in a relationship. I'm gonna say, what do you mean? What are you doing? What's your steps? And you're gonna be like, well, you know, if a healthy way. Well, I'm in counseling right now because I'm traumatized about different things going on. I don't want to take you down the wrong direction. I want to lead you right. That's a difference than him saying, well, I'm just not ready. I don't want to be rushed. You know, I don't want to be rushed. I didn't rush you. I'm not rushing you.
I mean,
all I said was, are you ready?
Kind of are rushing him because you're telling him if you don't step up and figure out
why. So how am I supposed to know how am I supposed to know in the time of you entertaining that you're entertaining others? How am I to be secure to know that?
Communication. Yes, I'm dating.
And during this time,
other options.
And during this time, what are you doing while you're not ready? You're taking me on dates.
Yeah.
You're playing with my love language.
No, I'm getting to know you.
What are you doing? What else?
Well, I'm taking you on dates. Continuously talking to you. Oh, maybe
that's a waste of time.
That's a waste of time.
That's a waste of time. That's wasting your money. That you can. What?
But that's dating though. Dating is a risk.
If you're not, I've been in that situation where I'm gonna do a video. I did a YouTube video about this. I was dating this guy for 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, he wanted a relationship out the gate. Like he told my multi-dating ass, Laurencia, I don't want no situationship. I want something real. This is what we're doing. Where we going. Now, you're entertaining with them other dudes. But just know, when it's time for us to date exclusively, this is what it's going to be. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, King. Okay. Let's see. 5 months later, come by. Guess what I got hit with? I'm not ready. I don't want to be rushed. I never rushed you. And in the whole time, now, if he told me that in the beginning, like maybe like a month, said I'm not looking for nothing, I would have never proceeded with him because I know my goal is a relationship.
How is it? Well,
he gave me a representative. Nigga, 5 months. Goddamn.
How is that fair? If
somebody say you don't place an order just in case you hungry. A man knows what they want.
Listen. How is that fair? How is that fair in your situation that he was ready to be in a relationship in the beginning and you was dating other people?
No. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Okay, what you said?
He was ready. He wanted a relationship. He wasn't ready to be in a relationship. He wanted a relationship. His intentions, what are you looking for? He said a relationship.
Okay.
Now, at this moment, we're going to date and see where it goes. We're going to date. But then later on, when it got to just me and him, that's it.
But you made him. But it sounds like
I never made away. But like you said, communication. If homeboy would have said, Laurencia, cut it out. It's me and you. We're dating exclusively. Boom. It's nothing to it. Because why? He was doing the necessary things he needed to do while dating me. He was communicating. He was providing quality time. He was in effect. You know what I'm saying?
So he didn't say that he wanted a relationship in the beginning of y'all talking, right?
Yeah, that man was looking for a relationship.
But
we gotta know each other first.
Wasn't ready for a relationship, right? So basically,
no, I was ready.
You was ready too?
Yes. In the beginning, what are you looking for, Laurencia? A relationship. Boy, what are you looking for? Relationship. Perfect. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Now let's date and get to know each other. Do.
And y'all date at the same time, right? I just need to. And at the same time, y'all both are still dating other people while y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Boom. Now we going up a little. We went up a little level. Now it's just me and you. Then boom, you're not ready. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's the difference. Now if from the out the gate, and me and you meet each other, you slide in my DMs and you say, "Hey, Lurks, I'd like to get to know you," and I'm like, "Okay, let little juicy little conversation. What you doing? What you doing?" I'm like, "What are you looking for?" You're like, "Well, I'm looking for something real, but I don't think I'm ready for a relationship." Why are you opening that door?
You can't.
Why are you opening that door yet? Get ready for it. Get ready by yourself. That's why it's called a single season. Why in that single season, you should be working on your traumas. You should be healing. You should be identifying your red flags, identifying your non-negotiables, your deal breakers, what you want in a woman. Do you want somebody may want a masculine woman? But
also you also need to date in order to know what you do and don't like.
That is definitely true, but I'm pretty sure we've dated enough. I'm pretty sure people, if you ain't dated enough, then you need to date. But if you dated enough, I'm telling you, dated enough. Shut up. You dated enough.
No, I haven't.
You ain't dated enough. You ain't dated enough.
I've been in more flings than I ever been in actual dating.
No, period. I mean a fling is still dating. Like
no, it's not. No, it's not.
I mean, like if I'm, for example, the guy right there, we were dating. Dating is not a relationship.
Yeah, I get that, but
dating is getting to know somebody, dating them
with the intentions of getting into a relationship, right?
Exactly. So you don't think you dated enough. You're not done yet.
It's a sexual thing, right?
No, it don't have to be sexual.
Or okay, it's just
intentions to be in a relationship.
Hiding, right?
Intentions to be in a relationship. Intentions to be in a relationship. Who is this? So they say a man knows what they want when they meet a woman. They know if they want to be with a certain lady or just want to have sex with them. So should a man do? I don't know. I think it's if you're over 25, you should know what you want by now. You can't put an age bracket on stuff because I know there's a lot of girls. I know a girl that's 25 and she didn't date like that, and she's still young, you know, and she's not exposed. She wasn't exposed to dating. So, and in the meantime, if I were to give her advice, I would tell her to go on dates. I would tell her to multi-date. Now, I'm not saying multi-hunch. I mean, like, go on genuine dates and get to know people, but you're going to go on dates with people that you have intentions to be with. Don't just be going on dates to go on a date. You're not that hungry. Don't go on a date just to go outside. If you have no intentions on being with that person or want to be with that person, why are you going on a date with them? You're wasting their time. I wouldn't dare go on a date with a guy that I don't see no potential with or no, you know, like, if I don't like, why would you do
what's
it?
What's wrong with dating just for the experience of it? Just so, like I say, so you can know what you don't do and don't like about dating.
That's the difference. If I tell we got, okay, dating for experience, get on the damn dating app. Get on the dating app. If you want to date for experience, get on the dating app and y'all swiping left, and then then they say, hey, you know, I'm like, for example, I feel like when you want to date for experience to get that out, you know, that to learn, that's when you join singles groups. That's when you join dating apps. That's when you go to data shenanigans mixers and meet women and get that. But as far as like targeting a woman in a bar, in a club, you got your eye on me. You want me. It got to be some intentions behind that. If you want to just get experience, then go to the multi-dating committee. Go to the singles group. Go to the networking mixers. Go there and meet women. That's fine.
You can do that.
Still be honest and be honest. But if you come up to a woman that knows in her heart and she's ready and she's firm on her readiness, she should not move just because you want to vibe with her. Don't, ladies and gentlemen, don't move. If a woman wants you for sex, men, and she don't want no intentions with you, do not move. If you are on your ground to be in a relationship and somebody want to play with your top, do not move. Because at the end of the day, you get out of order when God could have had somebody already ready for you. And he wanted to send Keisha to you, send Sam to you for a test, and you failed. You failed. We got 1 minute left, and you failed that test. And he said, "Oh well, Sam, you're not ready." I had Alicia.
God,
you know what I'm saying?
God probably sent that person.
He said, "I meet my girls on Black People Meet." You said what?
Or God probably sent that person for you to learn a lesson. That's part of your
learn. And everybody don't have to be your man. Everything could be a lesson or a blessing. Like I said, the guy I dated for 5 months, I take it as a blessing. My blessing is because I learned myself more because you date. A blessing as well. I know that I'm really ready for what I say I'm ready for because I scared your ass. That's what I did. And another blessing is you get me ready for my king. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take some things as a lesson and a blessing. And it's okay if it don't work out in a relationship. They just wasn't it. Heal from it, pray on it, dust your shoulders off, and get back out there and date. We got 45 seconds left.
All right.
If you wanna leave.
We're gonna end it off right there. You can read some comments and then we'll end it off with great discussion.
Like I met meet his girls on Black People Meet. It's because that's dating or testing the waters. It's cute when you're early 20s. But if you're pushing 30 and up, you should know what you want in a relationship. You should know some things. We have 20 seconds left. We have to do this again, Stanley.
Of course.
We definitely have to do this again. I love it. Okay. You can know what you want, Matt, but doesn't mean you will immediately find that it might take time. Honestly, it surely will. But y'all, that's it. Thank you so much, Stanley. I love you, brother. I love you.